Hey guys, it's Christy. Here to try to make a video. Been trying to make this video for the last hour. But when you have kids on spring break home, there's a lot of fighting, yelling, getting into stuff that is just like, I can't wait for Monday when they go back to school. I can't. I love my children. Don't get me wrong. I love my children. But when you have a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old, excuse me, a 12-year-old, and a 2-year-old, and they're all at these different stages of their lives, that it's just like you want to just pull your hair out sometimes. So, anyways, back to the video that I'm making. I'm making a video about the old me, something that I can look back on, and if I need a pick-me-up, if I need some encouragement, something like that, you know? I don't know how to explain it. It's like a farewell to the old fat Christy and welcome the new Christy in a way. If you don't know, if you just started watching my journey, I'm having VSG on April 11th in Tijuana, Mexico. And it's been a really rough road. I started this weight loss journey 10 years ago when I started gaining weight after, no, probably make that, let's say 13 years ago. Right after my son, I started gaining weight. And it just got worse and worse and worse. I'm 40 years old. And last year, I lost my youngest brother to a heart attack. Perfectly healthy person. Excuse me, I'm gonna need a tissue here. Allergies are kicking my butt. Perfectly healthy. Never overweight, very active. Just had a heart attack. Went out to go play basketball and had a heart attack. First sign, it just happened. So life is very precious. I don't take things for granted. I try to value everything. I try. It's a learning process. So when Brian passed away last year, April 11th, sorry, not April 11th, January 11th, it was really hard. And I was like, that's it. I got to do something, because he was always on my ass. You got to lose weight, sis. You got to lose weight. You got to do this. You got to do that. I know. I have to. I got to. And it was so hard. I've tried every diet out there that you can imagine, from pills to shakes to programs to counting carbs, counting fats, counting this, counting that, subtracting this, adding that, lotions, gels, pills. I've tried it all. Big candidate for trying anything, as seen on TVs, medication from the doctors, you name it. I've tried it. I got I'll be honest, I got lazy. After having kids, you know, you take care of the house, yeah, get that done in 30, 40 minutes. Laundry, when they were little, no problem. Now they're older, laundry can pile up for a couple days, and it just seems like years to finish, and it'll never probably finish. Get dinner done, everything else. And this is when I was single. You know, my first husband passed away, so I was left with me and Jeremiah by ourselves. And then I was engaged to somebody else and had my middle child. Things didn't work out. So that led into a depression. I was like, nobody wants me. Nobody wants me. There was a lot of cheating behind my back. People using you. You just weren't pretty enough. You weren't cute enough, you weren't doing enough. It's like I would bend over backwards. Then I met Garrett, changed my life, love him to death. Got married November 1st. Been together ever since. And things are great there. He doesn't so much like me always on YouTube and Facebook and all this. And I think I did kind of warn him. I'm like, I said, it might get a little worse after surgery because I'm always going to be on there now because I'll be doing updates and stuff. And that's a hard thing. I'm trying to transition my relationship and my social media life, I guess you could say, into that. He's okay with some things. It's just we're both in our 40s, so we both have things that we like to do. He likes his movies, and he likes, you know, shopping on Amazon, if some of y'all know, if you know my videos. You know, and that's okay. He likes his doing his car work and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, things will change after surgery. We'll be more active. We'll be able to do more things. I don't have a lot of social anxiety. I have some, but not a lot. I mean, I don't like to go to other people's houses because I feel comfortable here in my house, but I will go visit other people's houses. I will go out fishing, or we'll go out to my mom's, to the boat, stuff like that. Do I like it? No, because everybody's always looking. I rather stay at home. I'm self-conscious about myself. I have low self-esteem for myself right now. It's starting to build up. I could say that. It's starting, my self-esteem is starting to build up. It's slow. It's baby steps. It's not going to happen overnight. I know it won't. I just got lazy. I mean, I did the basic mother stuff, cook, clean, took care of the kids, this and that. But at nighttime, after schoolwork was done, I'd be on the computer all night, playing video games, on YouTube, Facebook, whatever it was. I was on there. Well, still am on there. I don't play the games no more. I was on that whole Farmville phase for a while and then got out of it. But nighttime seems like it's my only free time. I do have trouble sleeping. And I've heard a lot of people tell me it's going to get worse after surgery, which I'm scared because Garrett doesn't seem to understand that part. Why can't I just go to bed? I can go to bed, but I just lay there and I'm wide awake. I can't sleep, just wide awake. So anyways, things just got lazy. After I finished work, cleaning the house, whatever I had to do, schoolwork, taking care of the baby. If she took a nap, I took a nap. I ate whatever I wanted, not the best choice of things. You know, went out and paid bills, went and did shopping, pointless shopping sometimes on things that I didn't need. But it wasn't nothing I bought for myself. It would things I buy for the house or for other people. I'm one of those people. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm one of those very kind, loving people. It's like, oh, if I see something for somebody, I'm going to go get it. So I sat there and I would do stuff like that. That's just how I was. That's how I still am, but I'm learning control now. But the old Christy was just no fun. She'd stay in her pajamas all day, take a shower at night, put a new set on, and that's it. I am tired. My highest weight was 334, 35 that I remember ever seeing on the scale. It scared the shit out of me. And that weight was so hard to sit there and see. And the funny thing is, when I look in the mirror, I don't see myself that big. I mean, I see myself big, but I don't see myself that big. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not that big yet. But when I see the number, it's like, shit, I am big. I don't know if that makes sense for anybody out there. And it still doesn't make sense in my head. I try to stay away from the scale. I avoid the scale. I hate the scale. Hate weighing myself. And I don't know if that will change after surgery either. I heard that that will change after surgery because you'll be anxious to see what you've lost and stuff. I had a real passion with food, junk food, bad food, fried food. Well, not so much fried food because I had my gallbladder taken out in '93, and me and fried food just don't mix. Um, but I'm a Southern girl. We grew up in Florida, so we like our biscuits and gravy. We like bread and butter. We like, fried chicken. We like those kind of things, And it didn't matter. Sit there and have pizza with the family, have 4 slices. Didn't see a problem with that. Go through a whole case of Dr. Pepper in a week. A case, not a 12-pack, a case. Okay, maybe a week and a half it would last. But it was sickening to sit there and see that. See what I was putting in my body. And I, growing up, my mom, sweet tea, she liked her butter and bread. She liked her sweets. It was always a big family. I come from an Italian family, so there was always food in the house. Always food in the house. So after having children, I had 2 that passed away. That screwed with my head and my weight. A lot of things screwed with my head and weight. Through a domestic violence relationship, beaten, screwed with my head, put me in a bad depression, lowered my self-esteem more. I mean, it's slowly going down to like I am literally nothing. And for a while, before I met Garrett, I was in a real slump. It was just like, just live in my pajamas, and I don't care. I don't have to buy clothes. Just have to buy one of those big old dresses and walk around in. And I didn't want to look that way. I try to look pretty. I did my hair and makeup. If I went out. If I was in, I'd always pull my hair back in a ponytail like it is now and keep it like that. And that's the hard part for me, is taking pride in myself again. And I know I will get to that point again. It's just, when will that happen again? It's hard because I live in a very small town in Florida. Not a lot of friends out here. All my friends seem like they live elsewhere. My biggest excitement is when we go to Tampa for my daughter's appointment at Shriners. We go to Gainesville to the neurologist for her, or St. Pete for the urologist. Those are my big excitements, driving that far to do that. And it's shocking because when I was younger, I was in cheerleading. We did karate. We were very active. We weren't allowed in the house until those streetlights came on when we were kids. That's how my stepdad was. Very strict. No, you're going to be active. You're going to do this. And that's how it was. But after my mom divorced him and we were on our own again, and she was working 2 jobs, raising 3 kids by herself, and we just got into our own, especially after high school, I think it was, because I was pretty active in high school too. It just got worse. It got worse after, the 2 children passed away, a husband cheating on you, and then passing away, and then meeting somebody else that cheated on you and abused you, and it just got worse. I don't want to go back to that again. I don't. I know I'm better than that, but I have to sit there and find that in myself again. I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm doing great in school, making A's, going for my bachelor's in social service. I want to help domestic violence women. That's my goal, to give back. What someone gave to me, to give back to them. That is what I want to do. And it's hard because I'm thinking, 40 years old, I'm going to be, 50 by the time I sat there and graduate, or my late 40s and graduate and work with people? Who's going to hire an old person like me? I haven't worked since I had my daughter in 2010, and with her disability, I can't work because I don't want her to lose her benefits. Um, sorry, there's message. But I don't want her to lose her her benefits. So Garrett has played into my my nails. He's bought stuff where I can sit there and practice doing nails, and I have a few people that come in and get their nails done from me. Um, I've done craft projects to make money on the side to contribute. It's not like I don't contribute because I do. I'm not going to say how much money I make and stuff like that and things, but I contribute, you know. We live okay. I mean, we're not, it's kind of tight at times, but I think it's, you know, Garrett's looking for new work, and I just want to get out of Florida. That's how it is. I just want to leave Florida. I'm tired of Florida. The medical for my daughter totally sucks, and I just want to get out of Florida. I'm trying to convince him to move out of the state of Florida. But I am tired of feeling so low about myself and buying clothes in the plus size section. And you know what's bad? You go to the plus size section and you pick up a pair of, say, stretch pants, okay? Those spandex pants or the elastic pants, you know, the black ones, like the capri pants. Okay, they're $14.97. You go over to the skinny girls section, they're $8.99. Why? Because we have to use more material? That pisses me off. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get to that weight so I can sit there and stop buying these clothes. And they look like granny clothes, and I'm tired of it. And I want to sit there and do this. So you sit there and you try these. And it's terrible. It's terrible that I've let myself go like this for so long. And I want to tell myself, if I go back and I look at these videos, don't fall back into it. You had surgery for a reason. It's a tool to help you. Don't fall back into those bad habits. Do what you're supposed to do. Do it the right way. Don't fuck it up. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to mess this up. And sorry, I'm cussing. It's just, I don't want to mess this up. This is something, it's a lifestyle change. It's a tool. It's something I have to deal with. And let me tell you, this pre-op diet sucks. It does. There's been many times I've sat there and called Alicia or Michael, and I'm like, oh, I want something sweet. And listen, I could do good all damn day long. All for breakfast, all for lunch, get to dinner, eat my dinner. Once everybody goes to bed and the house is quiet and I'm on this computer and I have to do schoolwork, psh, munchies. I need the munchies. I need something to keep myself busy. And it sucks that I can't sit there and get a control over it. And I know it's mind over matter. It's mind over, I gotta sit there and put it in my mind. I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And it's been nice to sit there and call people like, help. So they call me up, make me laugh, talk to me. Oh, you're better? Yeah, I'm better. Then a couple hours later, it hits again. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go lay down. Maybe the urge will go away. Drink a bottle of water, go lay down. And then I'm wide awake. Sleep for a couple hours, wide awake. I don't want to fail at this. I don't want you to fail at this, Christy. You got to do this for yourself. so you can live, so you can sit there and watch these kids grow up, get married, have children, you know, live an active, healthy life. You don't want to sit there and show your children this is the way it's supposed to be. You don't want your daughters laying on the couch and eating and making bad choices. You want to show them the right way. That's what I want to show my children. That's why I'm making this video, so I can remind myself I'm worth it. I can do this. My kids will see a change, and I will get them to change. My kids are not obese. They're not big. Jay's tall and skinny. Sissy's normal weight. Monkey is rambunctious and full of energy, but their mom is not. Their mom needs this surgery to help her so she can get out there and play with her kids again, to enjoy life again, to be out there with her husband and enjoy things. And that's why I'm doing this video, so I can look back and sit there and say, you can do this. You can. And you will. Because you have support. You have support in the home, you have support in the family, and you have support in the community. It might be an online community, damn it, but it's still support. And I will pull every bit of support I can from any direction I can. And I will take it. And I will need it. There will be days where I'll be crying, I'm sure. There'll be days where I want something and I can't have it. And I don't know how to handle it. So I have to look out there into the weight loss community for that help. And I hope whoever is out there and hears me will sit there and be that person I reach out to that will help me through this. So I'm telling the old Christy, you can do this, you will do this, and you're going to watch yourself change. And it's not going to be always easy. There's going to be stalls, I'm sure. There's going to be moments where your head's going to fuck with you, and it's going to be okay. Because you can do this. It's going to be hard. It's not a piece of cake. It's not a day, a picnic, you know. It's going to be hard. Baby steps. That's all it is baby steps. So, if you have to come back and watch this video again, look at this face. That was one thing I kept telling Michael May is I can't wait to see this change. More than anything, I want to see my face change. I do. I want to see what's underneath these chubby cheeks. I want to see what it would be like to have a neckline. I want to be able to see what it feels like to get into a smaller pair of pants without a 2-digit number. I want to be able to see what it feels like to have somebody hug me all the way around without not just the pat on the back. Those are the things I'm looking forward to seeing through this journey. I'm looking forward to seeing me run with my 2-year-old, to walk with my daughter, my other daughter. I'm looking forward to where my son will be proud of his mom and not think that she's a weird looking person. Those are the things I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing my self-esteem change. I want to be able to start loving me again. And I know it's a process. I tell myself that every morning. It was in a book I read. You tell yourself every morning you love yourself, you appreciate yourself, you trust yourself. I tell myself that, but I want to mean it. So, if the old Christy watches this, I hope you get something out of it. All right, love you guys.